Porsche's video is sponsored by Keeper.
Google is shutting down Google+.
Google has halted the project.
Google will shut down websites created with its Google business profile.
So if there's one thing that you can count on in the whole tech space, it's that Google is going to change its mind. You can't expect Google's products to really ever stay the same. And sometimes that means killing off your favorite app. Sometimes that means making your favorite phone even better. And this year, luckily, it seems like Google is going for the latter. We're only a few months from Google taking the reins, probably leaking it themselves, from what the Pixel 9 line is going to be. And I think this year, more than any other, there's a huge reason to get excited. So ever since Google did their big relaunch of the Pixel line with the Pixel 6, we've seen essentially the same form factor and device lineup each year, but that changes with the Pixel 9 series. Not only are we expecting a new design, but also expecting totally different phones. So meet the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. So yeah, this year all rumors are pointing to 3 Pixel 9 devices instead of the 2 that we've been used to. The Pixel 9, the Pixel 9 Pro, and the new Pixel 9 Pro XL. So these 3 phones will be filling the line out to give Pro users the option of having a larger screen or a smaller screen. Still expecting the Pixel 9 line to function pretty much the same. So regular Pixel 9 will have a standard set of features, and the Pro will add on to that with other hardware. Pixel 9 is expected to see a 6.2-inch display, the same as what we have right now. Pixel 9 Pro is expected to have the same, just with a slimmer bezel. And the Pixel 9 Pro XL is expected to have a 6.7-inch display. The same size we have the Pixel 8 Pro, so even though it's the same phone receiving a new name, the actual new device is the regular Pixel 9 Pro. Now that was a bit confusing. So aside from the size, we're also expecting a completely new design that have been seen before on the Pixel. So we got these leaked renders a few months ago, and they show what we presume to be the Pixel 9 and 9 Pro. So at first glance, they don't look all that different than what we have now. Still have the familiar camera visor on the back, but then you notice it's completely squared off around the edges. A lot of things about the Pixel 9 are still up in the air. What is not up in the air is your security. And if you look around anywhere where you are, and if you see 2 other people, 1 out of 3 of you will be the victim of some sort of identity theft. That is 1/3 of the people in the United States. That's why you should check out this video sponsor, Keeper Security. You probably already know them. It's a great app to put on your Pixel 9 Pro or even your iPhone or your Windows or Mac OS. It'll work across every single operating system that you have. And it is not only just a password manager, it's also a peace of mind maker. So it'll generate passwords for you. It'll save those passwords for you. It'll then fill those passwords in for you. They made it easy to share passwords with people that you want. Keeper Security is the name to trust. In fact, they're trusted by so many people, they have over 275,000 5-star reviews. And by my keen math, that is over 250,000 people who not only like Keeper Security, but like them enough to write a review. That is a huge testament to a company that is doing a really good service. If you don't have a password manager, you need one to keep your information safe and secure. Instead of remembering 1,000,000 passwords, or even worse, using the same password for everything, all you gotta remember is a single password, and they will do all the heavy lifting for you. It is an absolute peace of mind maker. And if you want to check them out, go to keeper.io/John4Lakers and use code JFL50 for 50% off. All the links you need though will be down below. So on the Pixel 9, we should be seeing 2 cameras on the back, similar to what we have now. And on the Pixel 9 Pro and 9 Pro XL, you should see the same triple camera we have now with wide, ultra wide, and telephoto. What's interesting about this camera system though, is that it seems Google is going to be bringing the exact same camera system to both the Pro and the Pro XL. So even though the Pro is a smaller phone, you're not going to sacrifice cameras to get that, unlike what some other companies have done with their lines. This is a huge leg up, especially for those that want Pro features in a smaller phone. But aside from that hardware, again, expect Google to do what they do best at and take software to the next level. And currently there aren't any solid rumors that we might see, but it'd be very unlike Google to let AI take a back seat. So I expect at least a few more AI camera tricks up the Pixel sleeve. Selfishly, I like to see zoom increase. I'd like to get to 10x on both the Pro and the Pro XL, but that does seem unlikely for this year. On the inside, expecting to see the new Tensor G4 chip to go through the entire lineup. The G3 was a pretty major upgrade from the G2 before. Hopefully you see some nice improvements on the processing front. And I think with the G3 is sort of the processor that Google finally got right definitely expect that to continue with the G4. And similar to the camera, the processors all have been about AI, and having sort of a great processor is vital for all that to work. So I'd expect Google to obviously know that. So I do think the G4 is going to be a real big winner. Curious how it's going to compare to the latest from Qualcomm, but I think this generation we're going to see almost parity across the whole processor lines. So other things I like to see, obviously I want good battery life, and also more RAM for AI processing, bumping it up from the 12 gigabytes in the Pro, hopefully up to 16. I'd also like to see Qi 2 come to the Pixel. It can give sort of Android phones that MagSafe-like experience, which obviously been really good on the iPhone. 2024 is the year we expect to see Qi 2 make its way across most major flagships. So I probably expect Google to adopt that on the earlier side. And I think the biggest thing everybody's waiting to see is how the thermometer is really gonna work on the Pixel 9 line of phones. I'd expect that to be killed. It was a weird thing to have on this gen's phone, but I'll leave it to Google to surprise us with something new, like that thermometer last year. Who knows what they might add. So when are we going to see this new phone? Well, we're still a few months out, but like every year we should see the new line of phones in the fall, most likely October. And knowing Google, they're probably going to show us the phone even sooner. They love to leak their own stuff. So I don't have a firm pricing yet, but I expect the prices to stay the same right now with a $100 or $200 price bump for that new XL model. Overall, listen, the Pixel phones are really good utilitarian devices. They may not be the best phones to look at, but if you want a phone that is good at absolutely everything and takes good to great pictures in every scenario possible, the Pixel is absolutely going to be your jam. And with the new line of Pixel accessories, your ecosystem is getting better. The Pixel 9 and 9 Pro and 9 Pro XL might be the perfect phone for you if you're not already invested in a competitor's ecosystem.